Hello, the next generation of fantastic employees. This is Alistair Resnicki from Sunflower. Today I am talking to you from my office in Bath in the UK, and I want to just talk to you about what it is I'm trying to do. So when you engage with the content, you get the concept of what it is I'm about and how I can maybe help you. So I have a company called Sunflower Film and Creative Agency Limited. And I do all sorts of cool things, primarily around making programs, which is great because I've done this for 18 years since I was a little kid. And it's meant I can travel pretty much all around Europe, which is great. I've done some stuff in Brazil. And basically, I've been able to not have a proper job for most of my life, which is cool. But I do work exceptionally hard, and so do the people I know, and so do the people who work with me. But how have I been able to do this? It's because I have built myself into a great employee. And that's meant I can work across all sorts of industries, engage with all sorts of customers who work in ranging industries like education, health, military, science, technology, all sorts. And I've worked hard on focusing and developing being a great employee. And sometimes I've done that for big companies like ITN. And I've worked alongside companies like the BBC and NATO, organizations like NATO, and huge energy companies, small companies, all sorts. I've basically done lots of different things. And I seem to have always been very successful in those things because people have liked me. And they've liked me because I've done the small things like being polite, always been punctual, research my customer or my client so that I know enough as I can about them so that I don't waste their time. And, that's just a respectful thing to do. But why am I talking? Well, since growing a company in the last 5 years, we've been looking a lot to the college and apprenticeship and university market for work experience students and employees. And I've been really surprised because I'd say about 98%. So say, for example, we've had like 50 people we've tried to give opportunities to. Like, I don't know what 98% of 50 is. I should be able to figure that out. But let's say 46, 47 of those people have just been, well, sorry to say it, but useless. Quite useless. Because, when you're employing people, you need people to be helping you, helping your company, and putting the company and the person and the people who are employing them first. And most people don't do this nowadays. They put themselves first. And I'm not just talking about people in my industry. It's something we're witnessing with lots of companies around us. And so I decided to do something about this. And that's why you're listening to this. It's because you would have come through to come through from one of the pages. And you would be seeing that we're putting together resources to help young people build up their employability skills so they can stand a chance in this competitive world of work. I mean, it's a real, work is really tough and it's really competitive. And I mean, I've spent 18 years in the media industry and had some amazing experiences, but that's a tough industry. Every industry's tough. Media's tough. But, I wasn't always the best camera person, camera operator, business. I'm not the best business owner, I'll be honest with you. It's a lot of work. But my point being is that what I am is I'm a very good employee. And so I've always been desired by customers and clients. And it gets easier when people are desiring you to work with them because you don't have to go and chase the work finds you. And I just think it's a shame that lots of people are spending so much money, I mean, let's face it, education is a business as well. You pay money for a service, you get educated, you go and get a job. And I don't think it's right that a lot of people are spending 30, 40, 50,000 pounds in the UK and then they're turning up for shifts and they don't have basic employability skills. That's not okay. Who cares if you can write a good essay? Who cares if you've got a piece of paper that says you did all your homework? Who cares if, in my case, in the media industry, you know how to switch on a camera? Who cares? Because if you turn up late and you can't spell check, and if you're a little bit rude and you don't dress appropriately and you don't bust your butt for the company, someone else will. But the problem is a lot of people don't know what's expected of them. So I've been writing all this down. We've been writing this all down. And we're going to be sharing some of that in these videos, and it's going to be developing into all sorts of different types of content, and you're going to have to bear with me whilst we get this up and running, because it's a fairly new thing that we're doing. But if you keep checking back and you keep engaging, you should be able to get lots of valuable resources for free, and that should help you start to change your mindset from one of a student or someone who's thinking about becoming a student to one of an employee, because that's one of the most important things. Mindset is saying, it's not about me, it's about the company. It's not about me, it's about the client. And I have to do, and I have to work hard, and I have to find a niche within that company so that I can add value. It's about adding value. As you see here, I'm traveling around in helicopters and doing all sorts of different things. And look, it all looks really great, and it was fantastic. And my life continues to be diverse and fantastic, and I have hundreds of opportunities, and I make a lot of opportunities happen. I feel like I have a lot of choice. But don't think this is some rich kid who has been spoon-fed lots of opportunities. That's not the case. Very poor family, come from a divorced family. Lots of hardship, every reason in the world not to have done well. And I always worked hard, and I put massive effort in, and I learned from the people around me and the people above me, and I picked up, I probably have like 1,000, 2,000 employability skills I could write down. And, these are things that you learn on the job. But in a competitive world, it's the more you know, the more chance you have. So it's up to you to take responsibility, take action, and to learn about being a good employee. And once again, then you'll have lots of opportunities to move around in different roles and do well for yourself, which is what we all want. So, always welcome to receive feedback from you guys. Ultimately, what I'm looking to achieve is to create online resources that are of value, free resources that are of value, and then offer some paid bits over on our Shopify. I just dropped my mic. Offer some paid bits over on our Shopify site. And for those of you who want some one-to-one stuff, there's going to be coaching available. And we're just figuring out the details and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be a book. It's going to be like, £5 or £6. And what you guys can do for me is you can share this content around on your social media platforms. Please, because that way more people will come to the Facebook, the Vimeo, will subscribe to the newsletters, and some will go over to the Shopify site, and that's good for me. And that'll be good for you guys as well, and for your friends, because I'll be basically trying to give you all of the skills you need so that when you walk into interviews, you're saying the right things, and you're getting the employers to think, these guys have done their homework, and these girls have done their homework. And, if you're going to spend all that money on a university education, you might as well know what employers are expecting of you. Because the reality is a lot of people don't need to go to university nowadays. They just need to find a way into a company and build up their employability skills, and then build up their craft skills in whatever industry they choose. So this will help. And, if you want to give some feedback, you can leave on the comments below. We'll try to answer them or take them on board. And if you want to check out the main part of my company, you can go to Sunflower Film and Creative Agency. You type that into Google, or you can go to sunflowerfca.com, and you can check that out there. If you haven't put your email address in already for the updates and for the content, go to sunflowereducation.co.uk. And if you want the Shopify because you're interested in the book or the coaching, you go over to sunflower-education.myshopify.com. That's sunflower-education.myshopify.com. And we're just putting this all together at the moment, so if you see a couple of pages which look a bit odd, bear with us. But there you go. And if you go to sunflowereducation.co.uk and you put your email in, you'll instantly get sent a PDF with six top tips, 6 top employability tips to get you started. And then from there, you've got the links to the video resources on the Vimeo and the YouTube page, and they'll grow. If you want to like the Facebook page, type in employability guides for... hang on, I'm going to have to check this out. I'm sorry, I've got like 400 million windows open right now. Oh, this is embarrassing. What do I do with this empty space as I type? No, that's a bit annoying. Anyway, sorry about that. Right, here we go. So you want to type in employability resources from Sunflower Education, and there you can like the page, and we'll be keeping that up to date with content and pictures and quotes. And as time goes on, we'll be developing, we'll be interviewing lots of people about how they built up their careers. So successful people in business, in the arts, from different industries, and they'll be talking about how they've built themselves up to become successful and at the top of their game. So they're going to be really exciting. And if you've got any suggestions on people you'd like us to interview, get in touch on the Facebook site. Tell us who you'd like us to try and get in contact with. And what we can do is we can go to those people and we can put in a request for their time. So I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you very much for listening. This is Alistair Resnicki from Sunflower Education signing out. I think I'm going to have to get a better ending than that. Maybe you guys can come up with an idea for how I should enter the show and end the show. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.